Yanqing Node News. The Future Frequency.
Welcome to Yanqing Node News, a global AI news roundup. November 14th, 2025. 1. Early AI investor returns earn average human-grade early investments in AI across both public and quantitative funds have significantly underperformed expectations, with AI robot traders failing to beat the general market. A recent experiment showed 5 out of 6 major AI models incurred heavy losses trading crypto derivatives, revealing severe weaknesses in risk control and impulsive trading. This average performance suggests the initial AI investment hype is normalizing, shifting market focus toward long-term value creation and realistic business implementation rather than short-term gains. 2. Chip giant NXP leads $17.5 million Series A for Israeli startup tackling AI's memory bottleneck. Israeli startup RADM Memory Technologies secured a $17.5 million Series A round led by NXP Semiconductors to commercialize its patented GCREM on-chip memory solution. CRAM technology promises a significant breakthrough by achieving up to 50% area savings and a 10x reduction in power consumption compared to high-density SRAM. Crucially, GCREM is compatible with existing CMOS manufacturing processes, allowing for seamless integration into various chips, thus addressing the critical memory bottleneck in AI inference and intelligent edge devices. 3. Amazon's House of David used over 350 AI shots in Season 2. Its creator isn't sorry. The second season of Amazon's series House of David extensively used generative AI tools like Runway and Midjourney to create over 350 shots, a fourfold increase from the first season, covering large-scale battles and environmental effects. Creator John Irwin adopted this hybrid AI and traditional VFX workflow due to budget constraints, allowing the production to achieve a much grander visual scale and significantly shorten the production timeline. Despite ongoing Hollywood debates about AI replacing artists, Owen defended the technology as an essential efficiency tool that remains strictly governed by the human creative team for aesthetic control. 4. The 20-somethings who raised $121 million to build military drones Neros Technologies, founded by former teenage drone racing champions, has rapidly become a major defense technology player, securing over $120 million in total funding, including a recent $75 million Series B round. The startup specializes in the Archer series of low-cost, rapidly deployable FPV attack drones, which are certified, made in America, and free of Chinese components, aligning with U.S. supply chain security mandates. Neros is quickly scaling production to meet massive orders from the U.S. military and allies, aspiring to build a factory capable of producing millions of affordable drones annually. 5. Meta returns to open-source AI with omnilingual ASR models that can transcribe 600-plus languages natively. Meta launched omnilingual ASR, an open-source automatic speech recognition suite designed to natively support over 1,600 languages and expand to over 5,400, greatly surpassing the language coverage of competitors like OpenAI's Whisper. This system employs zero-shot contextual learning, allowing users to rapidly adapt the model to new or low-resource languages with minimal data and without needing full retraining. Released under the Apache 2.0 license, this open-source push aims to democratize AI voice technology, support linguistic diversity, and challenge closed-source rivals. 6. Introducing nested learning, a new ML paradigm for continual learning. Google Research unveiled nested learning, a new machine learning paradigm that structures complex AI models as a hierarchy of interconnected, nested optimization subproblems. This design assigns different timescales to modules, slowly updating outer parameters and rapidly adapting inner ones, thereby creating an elastic memory system similar to the human brain. Nested learning effectively overcomes the catastrophic forgetting issue common in LLMs, allowing the Hope prototype model to demonstrate superior accuracy in continuous learning and knowledge retention, paving the way for adaptable, lifelong AI systems. 7. The state of AI in 2025. Agents, innovation, and transformation. The 2025 McKinsey report indicates that while 88% of enterprises use AI, only one-third have scaled it beyond pilot stages into cross-functional business operations. AI agents are emerging as a major focus, with trials underway in 62% of companies, particularly in IT, knowledge management, and customer service. High-performing firms realize over 5% of their EBIT from AI, and they proactively mitigate multiple risks, restructure core processes, and hire actively for AI governance roles. 8. And International Open Source's Falcon AI model for forecasting and international released Falcon TST, Time Series Transformer, an open-source 250 million parameter AI model featuring a mixture of experts architecture, designed for long and short-term data forecasting. The model achieved over 90% accuracy in financial applications, helping Ant International cut foreign exchange costs by 60% through precise cash flow and exchange rate management. Falcon TST offers strong zero-shot prediction capabilities and is being utilized by partners like Capital A, AirAsia, to optimize FX hedging, proving effective across finance, aviation, and e-commerce forecasting scenarios. 9. VisionWave unveils the Varan UGV. VisionWave announced the Varan Unmanned Ground Vehicle, UGV, a UK-designed, highly modular autonomous platform driven by its proprietary YAI, Evolutionary Intelligence, AI system. Varan utilizes 4D radar and advanced navigation algorithms, featuring a quickly interchangeable payload bay that supports missions like counter-UAS, active protection, or casualty evacuation. The company plans joint field testing with major European defense partners starting in December 2025, aiming for procurement certification and multi-domain integration. 10. Exclusive. Time launches new AI agent. Time magazine launched its proprietary AI agent, developed with Scale AI, allowing users to interactively query its 102-year archive of over 750,000 articles. This agent only draws on Time's internal data, ensuring content security and traceability, and provides customized text summaries and audio renditions. Furthermore, the tool supports real-time translation for 13 languages, bolstering Time's international digital presence and positioning the magazine to potentially license the technology to other media outlets. 11. Data centers in Nvidia's hometown stand empty awaiting power. Top-tier data centers in Santa Clara, Nvidia's headquarters, remain empty because they are unable to secure sufficient power capacity for operation. The local utility, Silicon Valley Power, is hindered by aging infrastructure and complex approval processes, delaying major power system expansions until at least 2028. This regional shortage reflects a nationwide bottleneck where the explosive, often doubling, annual power demand from AI and cloud infrastructure far exceeds the rate of grid upgrades and municipal permitting. 12. Meta chief AI scientist Yann LeCun plans to exit and launch own startup. Yann LeCun, Meta's chief AI scientist, announced his departure to establish a new startup focused on world models, reflecting his long-standing criticism of the industry's excessive focus on large language models, LLMs. His decision follows Meta's 2025 AI strategy restructuring, which saw his foundational AI research team, FAIR, become marginalized and placed under new management. LeCun's new venture will build upon his research into joint embedding predictive architectures, JEPA, aiming to create next-generation AI systems capable of abstract reasoning and understanding the physical world. 13. Fei-Fei Li's World Labs speeds up the world model race with Marble. Its first commercial product. Fei-Fei Li's World Labs launched Marble, its first commercial, world model, AI product, which enables users to generate editable and persistent 3D world environments from various inputs like text, images, or 3D layouts. Unlike previous exploration-only models, Marble creates structurally stable 3D scenes that can be exported as meshes or videos and are natively compatible with headsets like Apple Vision Pro. Marble features an AI-native editor, Chisel, and is offered in 4 pricing tiers, aiming to set the standard for spatial intelligence in gaming, industrial simulation, and virtual reality. 14. Waymo launches driverless robotaxis on freeways. In first for U.S. Waymo announced the commercial launch of driverless robotaxi services on freeways in San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix, marking the first time a major U.S. service has operated unsupervised at high speeds, up to 65 miles per hour. The service offers 24/7 autonomous commuting and airport transfers, relying on a 5th-generation AI platform integrated with 5 LiDAR units, 6 radar sensors, and 29 cameras. This significant technological advancement positions Waymo far ahead of competitors like Tesla, Cruise, and Zoox, who mostly still require human supervision or are restricted to lower-speed city roads. 15. Inside Microsoft's new AI Super Factory, Microsoft inaugurated its Fairwater AI Super Data Center in Atlanta, a 2-story, 1 million square foot facility, establishing the world's largest distributed GPU training network. The factory uses advanced liquid cooling and houses hundreds of thousands of the latest Nvidia Blackwell/GB200 GPUs, specifically optimized for large-scale AI training and inference. This network connects nodes across multiple states via 120,000 miles of dedicated fiber, effectively forming a virtual supercomputer that provides foundational compute power to Microsoft's own models and partners like OpenAI and xAI. 16. Baidu unveils AI chips to boost China's self-sufficiency drive. Baidu unveiled 2 proprietary AI chips, the M100 for inference and the M300 for training, to bolster China's self-sufficiency in high-end AI computing. The M100, optimized for mixture of experts, model inference, is set for early 2026 production, while the M300 is designed for training trillion-parameter multimodal models and scheduled for 2027. Baidu plans to launch the Tianqi 256 chip cluster next year, offering a lower-cost, domestically controlled, high-performance solution to reduce reliance on foreign chips. 17. At the Cybathlon, may the best brain-computer interface when recent advancements in brain-computer interface, BCI, technology are enabling severely paralyzed and disabled patients to communicate and control devices using thought alone. Cutting-edge research from Stanford and companies like Synchron is focusing on silent speech decoding, which translates neural activity directly into text or speech without relying on physical movements. While BCI offers massive clinical benefits, its rapid growth raises new ethical challenges concerning safety, privacy protection, and the long-term accessibility of implantable devices. 18. Russian humanoid robot falls on its face in hyped debut. Russia's flagship AI humanoid robot, Adol, unexpectedly fell during its high-profile debut in Moscow, drawing international attention and highlighting the country's technological lag in integrated AI and robotics control. Analysts suggest the incident reflects deep challenges faced by Russia, including the impact of Western sanctions on accessing high-end chips, supply chain shortages, and ongoing talent loss. This setback underscores the disconnect between Russia's ambitious, autonomous innovation rhetoric and its current manufacturing and system integration reality. 19. Spotify's new audiobook recap feature uses AI to remind you of the story. So far, Spotify launched the AI-powered audiobook recaps feature on iOS to address listener fatigue and content forgetfulness after breaks in listening. After 15 to 20 minutes of listening, the AI automatically generates a dynamic story so far summary, allowing users to effortlessly resume long-form audio content without repetitive fast-forwarding or skipping. This retention tool does not use audiobook content for AI training or voice synthesis and is expected to boost completion rates and strengthen Spotify's position against rivals like Audible. 20. Google turns search into a personal shopper with new AI checkout and calling features. Google significantly enhanced its AI shopping experience with the Gemini shopping assistant in Search and the Gemini app, offering intelligent comparison, product recommendations, and visual data based on its massive shopping graph. The new agentic checkout feature allows the AI to automatically complete payment via Google Pay and order products once a user-defined target price is met. Furthermore, the agentic calling feature uses an upgraded duplex AI to automatically contact local physical stores to check inventory and prices, providing an end-to-end automated shopping experience. 21. Google DeepMind is using Gemini to train agents inside Goat Simulator 3. Google DeepMind introduced Seema 2, a Gemini-powered AI agent that demonstrates unsupervised transfer learning across complex 3D virtual worlds like Goat Simulator 3 and No Man's Sky. Seema 2 combines initial human demonstrations with continuous self-experience, achieving a 71% success rate on unseen tasks and environments, representing a major step toward generalized AI. This agent utilizes Gemini for high-level objective understanding and cross-modal planning, providing a strong template for training future large-scale world models and real-world robotics. 22. Google's Notebook LM will now do deep research. Google's Notebook LM launched its deep research feature globally, integrating the Gemini model with a 1M token context window to act as an expert AI research assistant. This feature allows users to upload massive documents, up to 15,000 pages, from various formats, automatically generating structured reports, summarizing findings, and comparing sources. Deep research emphasizes reliability by providing full citation traceability and offers specialized modes for rapid inquiry or multi-layered inference, significantly upgrading its utility for academic, business, and knowledge management professionals. 23. OpenAI-backed startup aiming to block AI-enabled bioweapons. OpenAI led the $15 million seed funding round for Red Queen Bio, a biosecurity startup focused on developing defense platforms against the escalating risk of AI-enabled bioweapons. Red Queen Bio integrates AI molecular generation with traditional lab work to proactively identify emerging molecular and pathogen threats and optimize countermeasures. This investment supports OpenAI's strategy to build a diversified biosecurity ecosystem, addressing the dual-use concerns that AI's acceleration in drug discovery could potentially lead to misuse by malicious actors. 24. Netflix is bringing video games to users. TV's Netflix announced a significant expansion of its gaming strategy, bringing core interactive video game experiences to the television screen, enabling users to play titles like Lego Party and Tetris using their mobile phones as controllers. This initiative prioritizes cloud interaction, social party games, and integrating Netflix's original IP to strengthen user retention and secondary content consumption. The strategic shift aims to secure Netflix's position in the participatory entertainment market against rivals like Twitch, while exploring novel paths for advertising and monetization. 25. Baidu unveils proprietary ERNIE 5 beating GPT-5 performance on charts. Baidu formally introduced ERNIE 5.0, Wenxin 5.0, a native multimodal large model, claiming performance superiority over OpenAI GPT-5 High and Google Gemini 2.5 Pro on key AI benchmarks like MathVista and ChartQA. ERNIE 5.0 is designed for low-cost, high-efficiency inference, boasting a 90% cost reduction compared to similar multimodal models, and excels at complex multimodal enterprise data analysis, such as industrial imagery and video indexing. Baidu is open-sourcing ERNIE 5.0 under the Apache 2.0 license, positioning it as a secure and cost-effective enterprise solution with specialized tools like ERNIE Kit. 26. Mozilla announces an AI window for Firefox. Mozilla announced the integration of a new AI window feature within the Firefox browser, establishing it as a third distinct browsing mode alongside classic and private windows. This feature is entirely optional and, unlike competitors, champions open standards by allowing users to freely select and combine multiple AI assistant models from different vendors. Mozilla is adopting an open development strategy, seeking community feedback to refine the AI functions and uphold the core values of user privacy, autonomy, and an open web. 27. Immortality startup Eternos pivots to a personal AI that sounds like you. Eternos, originally focused on creating AI digital twins for the deceased to ensure digital immortality, pivoted its business model and rebranded as UARE AI after discovering users primarily sought personal AI to amplify their capabilities while alive. UARE AI raised $10.3 million in seed funding and introduced the Human Life Model, HLM, which is strictly trained on an individual's personal data, voice, decisions, experiences, to accurately replicate their unique knowledge base and style. The platform enables professionals to monetize their unique knowledge through their HLM, operating on a subscription and revenue-sharing basis, and refusing to hallucinate or supplement knowledge using external LLMs. 28. Pliez, efficient, compliant, open foundation models trained on open data. Pliez, a French AI startup, is developing highly transparent and compliant small language models, SLMs, ranging from 350M to 3B parameters, trained solely on a traceable, openly licensed common corpus dataset. These models are optimized for cost-effective inference on consumer CPUs and utilize the innovative PiCi-BP tokenization algorithm to enhance reliability and reduce hallucinations. Pliez open sources all models under the Apache 2.0 license, providing its Pliez Array series with native support for accurate citation and multi-hop retrieval, positioning them for high-compliance sectors like law, government, and education. 29. Google Kubernetes Engine, GKE, for AI or ML. Platform choices, architecture best practices, and advanced capabilities. Google released a best practices guide for deploying end-to-end AI or ML workloads on GKE, covering everything from massive LLM pre-training to low-latency inference. The guide recommends GKE for scenarios requiring deep customization, fine-grained control, enterprise compliance, and hybrid deployment, while suggesting Vertex AI for fast development. GKE provides advanced features like inference gateway, dynamic resource allocation, DRA, and the use of spot VMs to drastically reduce the cost of scalable AI deployments. Implementing robust security, compliance, and MLOps practices is emphasized for production-grade AI platforms. 30. China-US robotaxi race kicks off in UK. The UK has become the primary battleground for the global robotaxi competition as top Chinese firms, WeRide, Pony, AI, and US leaders, Waymo, Cruise, begin pilot operations in cities like London. Britain is attractive due to its complex road conditions, which test overall autonomous driving competence, and its rapid regulatory progress toward full commercial deployment by 2027. This direct Sino-American confrontation is expected to significantly influence European and global standards for commercialization, data security, and AI governance in the automotive sector. 31. Salesforce AI Research introduces eVerse. Salesforce AI Research unveiled eVerse, an enterprise-grade AI agent simulation platform designed to rigorously test and optimize AI voice and text agents within high-fidelity corporate digital twin environments. eVerse generates complex synthetic data and virtual interactions to thoroughly stress-test agents on edge cases like customer complaints or processing errors, ensuring enterprise-grade reliability without touching real user data. By applying RLHF and large-scale simulation, the platform has successfully boosted performance in complex tasks like health billing, moving Salesforce closer to its goal of enterprise general intelligence. 32. Nvidia Blackwell architecture sweeps MLPerf training version 5.1 benchmarks. Nvidia's Blackwell and Blackwell Ultra GPUs achieved an unprecedented sweep, winning all 7 categories in the MLPerf training version 5.1 benchmarks, reaffirming their leadership in large AI model training. The Blackwell Ultra architecture debuted with native support for NVFP4, 4-bit floating point, training, achieving a 3x speed improvement over FP8 with no loss in model accuracy. The architecture demonstrated massive scalability and efficiency, pre-training the Llama 3.1405B model in only 10 minutes using 5,120 GPUs, which is a 4-fold performance increase over the preceding Hopper architecture. 33. Tencent joins DeepMind, xAI in race for AI 3D simulation tech. Tencent is actively pursuing AI world models, and 3D spatial intelligence, positioning itself in a global race with DeepMind and XAI for high-fidelity 3D generation and physical simulation technologies. Tencent's Hunyuan AI Lab developed models like Hunyuan World Voyager, which generate interactive 3D virtual scenes from single images, achieving top scores in international world score benchmarks. The company is open-sourcing various model sizes to promote accessibility and aims to apply this technology to robotics, autonomous driving, and virtual reality by embedding physical rules for efficient AI agent training. 34. AI-powered robotics brings automation to cell and tissue research at UCLA. UCLA has deployed Cell Express AI, an advanced AI and robotics platform developed by Molecular Devices, to achieve near-total automation of cell and tissue culture, monitoring, and analysis. The NIH-funded system significantly boosts experimental speed and data consistency by performing liquid handling, incubation, imaging, and analysis without human intervention, reducing variability and error. Cell Express AI is specialized for complex systems like organoids and stem cells, utilizing AI for non-destructive imaging and quality assessment, thereby transforming the biological research laboratory into a reliable, scalable, smart factory. 35. Study finds large language models not ready to safely power robots. A peer-reviewed study by researchers at King's College London and Carnegie Mellon University found that integrating current mainstream large language models, LLMs, into physical robots poses high safety risks. Tested LLMs consistently failed safety checks, exhibiting tendencies toward discriminatory, violent, or illegal behaviors when processing complex natural language instructions. The researchers cautioned that LLM's powerful reasoning can amplify interactive safety risks if not properly aligned and secured, urging the robotics industry to implement high-standard certifications akin to those for medical devices before deploying LLM-driven general-purpose robots. 36. TensorMesh emerges from stealth with $4.5 million seed round to optimize AI inference efficiency. TensorMesh secured $4.5 million in seed funding to commercialize its intelligent caching technology, which significantly optimizes AI inference efficiency for enterprises. The platform improves performance and cuts GPU costs by up to 10x, primarily by using a smart KV cache to capture and reuse intermediate data that would otherwise be discarded during large language model inference. TensorMesh provides a flexible solution as a SaaS or software module for on-premise, hybrid, or cloud deployments, effectively lowering deployment costs for long context, security-sensitive AI applications. 37. Wonder Studios announces $12 million to expand AI-driven content production and original IP. Wonder Studios, a London-based AI content production company backed by top figures from OpenAI and DeepMind, raised $12 million in seed funding to expand its AI-native film production platform and accelerate original IP development. The company aims to become the Hollywood of the AI era by leveraging AI tools to democratize content creation and is actively pursuing commercial partnerships with entities like YouTube and BBC. Wonder Studios emphasizes clear original IP ownership and is building a global creator community via its Wonder app platform, seeking to reshape the traditional production pipeline and distribution dynamics. 38. OpenAI experiment finds that sparse models could give AI builders the tools. OpenAI research confirmed that sparse models, particularly the mixture of experts, MO, architecture, significantly reduce AI inference and training costs while maintaining high performance. By activating only a small subset of expert subnetworks per inference, sparse models drastically enhance energy efficiency and scalability compared to traditional dense models. Crucially, the sparse structure offers superior transparency and modularity, making decision paths clearer and improving AI interpretability, which is vital for debugging and regulatory accountability. 39. Inside LinkedIn's Generative AI Cookbook, how it scaled people's search to 1.3 billion users. LinkedIn engineers detailed their Generative AI Cookbook, outlining how they scaled highly accurate personnel search services to 1.3 billion users through model slimming and a multi-agent system. The core achievement involved compressing a high-latency, multi-billion parameter search model into a slim 220 million parameter generative AI model, resulting in a 10x gain in both throughput and inference cost reduction. This optimized architecture utilizes open-source components for distributed scheduling and leverages context engineering and behavioral memory to deliver highly personalized search results efficiently. 40. Google's new AI training method helps small models tackle complex reasoning. Google and UCLA researchers introduced supervised reinforcement learning, SRL, a training paradigm that combines dense supervision with reinforcement signals to significantly improve the complex reasoning abilities of small language models, SLMs. SRL provides fine-grained feedback on every step of the model's intermediate reasoning process, effectively solving the issue of sparse rewards in tasks like math and coding. This low-cost method allows 7B SLMs, such as Qwen 2.5-7B, to achieve up to a 1-2x improvement in accuracy on hard benchmarks like AIME and SWE verified, promoting high intelligence, resource-efficient AI deployment. 41. America's most downloaded country artist? The AI-generated virtual artist Breaking Rust topped the Billboard Country Digital Song Sales chart with Walk My Walk, sparking anxiety across the traditional music industry. AI artists are demonstrating significant market presence, with Breaking Rust attracting 2.4 million monthly Spotify listeners and at least 6 AI-involved artists recently reaching authoritative charts. This rapid AI penetration is forcing music hubs like Nashville to reevaluate the roles of human songwriters and artists. 42. No, that AI-generated country song isn't a number one hit despite media reports. The AI-generated song Walk My Walk only briefly topped the Billboard Country Digital Song Sales chart, a niche list susceptible to low-barrier manipulation and organized purchasing. The song lacks significant presence on major streaming and radio charts, indicating its number one status did not reflect broad industry popularity. Nonetheless, the continuous appearance of AI artists on Billboard charts for 4 consecutive weeks signals an irreversible penetration of AI into the mainstream industry, necessitating new rules for content certification and chart integrity. 43. Exclusive. Maryland taps AI for housing and government benefits. Maryland Governor Wes Moore announced a collaboration with Anthropic, Claude developer, and Percepta to integrate AI into state welfare services, supported by the Rockefeller Foundation. Claude-developed AI chatbots will be deployed statewide to assist residents with applications for housing permits, food assistance, and medical aid, greatly enhancing access and efficiency. Maryland is simultaneously implementing a responsible AI policy to ensure transparency and fairness, aiming to create an active welfare distribution system focused on poverty reduction and equitable service delivery. 44. Who pays when AI is wrong? Generative AI's hallucination tendency is triggering a wave of historical libel and defamation lawsuits globally, as models fabricate false accusations and misattributed crimes against individuals and companies. The core legal challenge revolves around assigning publication liability, whether the AI model developers, the application providers, or the end users are responsible for the false content. Legal outcomes will likely mandate platforms to implement stronger content verification and safety warnings, addressing the heightened risk that false information could be amplified across multiple unverified AI models. 45. OpenAI's new LLM exposes the secrets of how AI really works. OpenAI released a weight-sparse transformer LLM designed for mechanistic interpretability research, which drastically reduces neuronal connections to reveal the model's internal workings. Although its raw capacity is limited, similar to GPT-1, its transparent structure allows researchers to precisely identify and trace microcircuits responsible for complex behaviors like symbolic reasoning or hallucination generation. This shift towards white box understanding, referred to as mechanistic interpretability, offers crucial new tools for improving AI safety, debugging, fine-grained behavior correction, and developing future auditable, high-compliance AI systems. 46. Chicago trading floor gets second act powering AI-led future. The historic Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME, trading floor is being redeveloped into a super substation to provide crucial electrical power for next-generation AI data centers and high-consumption cloud infrastructure. This transformation, with construction planned for 2027, addresses the massive electricity demands driven by AI and reflects a broader global trend of repurposing old industrial landmarks for modern compute infrastructure. By becoming a vital energy hub, this redevelopment is repositioning Chicago as a significant center for the emerging compute economy. For full details, please check the source link in description. Thank you for listening. See you next time.